欢迎收看云龙子廊外有画槟城版，我是这次画展在槟城的策展人 Edison。今天云龙子廊外有画来到乔治市的莲花河街，因为这里有一家精品酒店，是全球奢华精品酒店联盟 Small Luxury Hotels of the World 到目前为止在槟城唯一联盟的精品酒店。不过在介绍这家精品酒店前，我先给大家介绍莲花河街，因为这一条街可说是槟城最早期的富豪街，其中就连当代的东南亚首富张丕士的故居，也即是我身后的蓝色建筑，就建在这条街上。然而随着兴移物换，在经历了几代的兴衰之后，富人街已不再是当年的辉煌。大部分豪宅在几度更换主人后，有的风采依然，有的突缘败景，也有的遇到了贵人，得以凤凰涅槃，浴火重生。而云龙子廊外有画亲自到访的Edison 精品酒店，就是最佳例子。The Edison 的前身是一栋建于1906年的豪宅，在这里住着4代同堂的大家族。但在豪宅的主人不幸离世后，因后辈好赌把家产输光，导致豪宅进入了没落期。除了在英殖民时代盛行鸦片时期成了烟馆，在2战期间也不幸被日军占领成为行政大楼，后来更成了廉价旅馆。不过这一切的衰败仿佛是凤凰涅槃，在豪宅于2014年迎来新主人，并在耗时近2年的整修及重新设计后，终于浴火重生。至于 The Edison 精品酒店是如何涅槃重生，就让该酒店的执行董事 Rina 来为我们说说这豪宅是如何重获新生的。Hi Rina.
Hi, welcome Gibson.
Thank you. Why this mansion have been chosen to be the Edison?
Well, this mansion is one of the last few big mansion that is still available within Georgetown area, especially on Leeds Street itself. So in the old days, Leeds Street used to be like a millionaire row. That's why you have a lot of big mansion around. I mean, even until today, there's still big houses around and all that. So when we want to start a small boutique hotel, this mansion was chosen because I think the architecture-wise and all that is still very unique. So we wanted to restore an old heritage mansion to make it livable.
I wonder when we come, from the front of the hotel, it really looks like the mansion. It doesn't really look like the hotel. But when we come inside the mansion, then only we realize that it actually is a hotel.
Yes.
So I believe you want to remain the old and the new, right?
Yes. So the new is the business, the hotel, turning it into a hotel. Then the old is the heritage building that we restore it back to how it used to be.
Yeah. And this is also one of the iconic thing in Penang, right? Because since we are the heritage city, right?
Yes. I mean, we have the World UNESCO site status, but it's very different from the other World UNESCO site. Our World UNESCO site is actually a still living UNESCO site. You compare to other places, all other places are more ruined, no life going on.
More like a historical place, but
yes.
Here it still live with people.
Yeah, then the purpose of the hotel is also to show people that, when it comes to all these old houses, we don't have to always tear down, build something new. We can preserve what is old, and then we still work within the space that we have. Let people have the whole experience of how is it like in the old days, living in a big mansion. You get service, and then you take it as like it's your home.
Just out of curious, is this the first Edison?
Yes, this is our flagship property for the Edison Hotel brand. At the moment, we are looking at opportunities to expand the brand.
So we can expect another new Edison coming soon, right?
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Okay, thank you, Rita.
Yeah. So I'll see you later.
OK， 新主人不仅还原了豪宅的原貌，让豪宅的细致英姿重现眼前，更为豪宅进行升级，加入了新世代的设计元素。这新与旧之间相映成辉，是促成 The Edison 精品酒店的魅力所在，让人看一眼就迷上了这个地方。就像云大师的风水艺术，在传统的中国画技巧结合现代书法方式，巧妙地呈现出古典的优雅以及新生代的活力。新与旧之间的交汇，意外的和谐且赏心悦目。我相信有看过云龙子廊外有画的观众都知道这位是云龙子大师，他是家族第6代风水传人，也是新加坡云龙子旺财馆的创办人。云大师在风水、风水艺术及风水文化上的成就，获得中国中央电视拍摄成纪录片。同时，云大师也是首位在中国长城主办过画展的画家，可以说是史无前例。云大师也获奖无数，其中就包括行业领军人物奖、艺术成就奖，还有风水书法、风水画及风水艺术创始人等。此外，截至目前为止，云大师已在世界各地主办了14场的画展。这一幅是风水书法，而这一幅是风水画。但不管是风水书法，或者是风水画，云大师都会以破彩作为铺垫，然后再以丙烯颜料铺成暗纹，在充实的基础下，云大师才会挥毫或者是作画，然后再点缀真金白银，一层又一层的添上各种元素，既不杂乱，还有百花齐放的视觉效果。此外，云大师把玄学智慧铺陈在画中，不管是明面上看见的七彩缤纷，或是在暗纹下隐藏的实力，又或者是云大师在画中写上的祝福语，都充满着你无法忽视的能量。我甚至常常跟身边人开玩笑说，你在画中看见什么样的祝福语，你就会得到什么样的祝福。言下之意虽然有点随机，但认真想想，能被我们看见或领悟的，其实很多时候就是我们向前迈进的关键。不管是走出瓶颈或走出困境，有时真的就在一念瞬间。这也说明了为何云大师的风水艺术作品会被收藏者大量收藏，其中就有人拥有多达7幅云大师的作品。因为好运不嫌多，更何况亲自体验这些作品的玄妙之处后，识货的自然会继续往云大师的作品中淘宝。此外，在这里我要特别介绍暗纹，比如在这幅风水书法中，在荧光效果下，你会看见龙鳞纹，而龙鳞纹有激发家人潜力之焰，已成为人中龙凤。因为据说剑上切入一枚龙鳞，挥剑无敌不摧，是龙鳞将剑手的潜力都激发出来了。而隐藏在书法中的纹路也有此焰。至于这风水画中的暗纹，则是念珠。云大师在这画中的构想，其实就像是我们用念珠冥想时，念珠的一丝香气被我们的指头以意念播送到宇宙，而念珠再配上仙鹤，就如同我们的意念乘鹤飞往晴空。我们的意念与祈念也被仙鹤送往天上，祝愿心想事成。 Rina, just now you mentioned that the Edison is transformed from an old mansion, so people can enjoy the old and the new at the same time. Then people might be wondering, how do you offer the modern facilities?
We do have facilities. We did put in a swimming pool when we restore the house. So we put in a salt chlorinated pool. And then I also took an area and turned it into a lounge. So the lounge is for like my in-house guests. It's open 24 hours for them. Any time of the day, they feel like having coffee or tea, they can just go to the lounge, help themselves. And all this already is all inclusive. So they don't have to worry about like extra charges or anything. So to me, once the guests, when they step into the hotel, they're already my guests. I don't want to extra charge them. So everything is included and the space is there for them to use.
I see. So what about the room type?
Room type, I do have 3 different types of room type. I have a suite. I also have some family rooms. The family rooms, design-wise, is a little bit more colorful. So for people with kids and all that, at least it's a little bit more interesting and all that. So then my standard rooms are like my deluxe room. Design-wise, is more of like very clean cut of design.
Penang, as we know, is so easy to access to food. So a lot of people comes to Penang, always go to hunt for food. Then what can we expect from the Edison in terms of the F&B side?
When we were setting up the hotel, I actually don't have an F&B outlet because I realized a lot of people come to Penang. It's mainly for the hawker food and for all the different types of restaurants that Penang have to offer. But the funny thing is, Penang being an island, when it comes to fresh seafood, we actually have very limited choice. So that's why I wanted to bring or let people have that experience, having seafood. So recently we came out with Austria. It's a seafood and oyster bar. So we only serve air-flown oysters and fresh seafood. So it's a little bit of more of a casual place. People can come in to have maybe a glass of champagne and some seafood before they head out for maybe their second dinner.
I see. As you know, Master Yun painting is actually painted with the Lord Perrier champagne. And I brought the champagne with me today.
Oh wow,
Might
okay.
as well we pair the champagne with your
yes,
seafood.
With oysters, it
Yes.
goes perfectly well.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go now.
Yeah.
云大师的画中有罗兰百叶的香槟，就是在泼彩时，云大师将原料放入罗兰百叶香槟后，摇晃酒瓶，再把酒喷洒在仙纸上，而达到泼彩的效果。虽然在中国画中有泼墨技巧，但以香槟泼彩入画，应该未有所闻。云大师以罗兰百叶香槟结缘。除了是云大师所有画展的赞助商，同时是罗兰百叶创办200多年来，云大师是首位与他们合作的画家。罗兰百叶这些年来生产了不少香槟酒款，而这瓶是罗兰百叶的特酿桃红干型香槟，以及这瓶是酒庄创立之初就已生产的拉科威酒款。罗兰百叶的香槟有一种言语难以描述的清爽，与任何食物都很搭，而且3-5好友聚在一块时，来一瓶罗兰百叶的香槟，感觉就更美好了。The Edison 精品酒店如今推出海鲜吧，就是以海鲜搭配香槟的方式，让人在慵懒的午后感受一下海洋的味道。配上酒香的味蕾之旅。我现在也废话不多说，我要拿着罗兰百叶的香槟去品尝 The Edison 的海鲜到底有多美味。Hi Rina, here's the champagne. This is a rosé from Rohan Perrier, and your seafood looks so fantastic. I'm sure the rocher go great with your seafood.
Definitely.
Shall I? Here's your champagne.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let me show you the oysters. So you can see how juicy is it?
Yeah.
So for the oysters, we actually have a few different type of oysters every day. These are the slightly bigger ones. It's called the angel oysters.
I see.
Yeah, so it's just nice to eat it straight up with lemon and the vinaigrette. How is it?
It's full of the juice and the sourness just nice.
The sourness from the lemon.
Yeah, but I thought the vinegar can be very strong, but I don't really get the vinegar taste. But it's blending well with the oyster and the oyster.
It brings out the freshness of the oyster.
Yeah.
A little bit of the salty and the sourish.
But it's really juicy. It's still got water here.
Other seafoods that we have is actually our smoked salmon. So these are like the smoked salmon king fillet. So it's the leaner part of the meat. Okay, this is actually the smoked salmon belly. And then we have some smoked mussels as well. And then these are like the caviar and the potato and the gooey cheese.
Okay, why not we have a sit and
Yes.
start enjoying the seafood? I still get the oyster flavor in my mouth. Just now I just take a sip and it's really like blend in very well and get the different taste of the rosé as well.
Yeah, the rosé is actually very nice pairing with oysters. And Laurent Perrier rosé is actually one of the nicer rosé.
Yeah, that is definitely. Can you introduce or elaborate a bit about how the Austria work in the Edison?
Well, Austria basically is more of a casual dining. It's only available from 6 to 10 every day. So the idea is for our guests or even for a visitor that they like to come visit Austria, basically they come early, so have small little bites before they can go out for another dinner if they like to.
I see.
So maybe you should try this.
Okay.
This is the king fillet. These type of salmons are a little bit different. It's smoked using oak wood to smoke the salmon. So you have that little smoky taste to it. So texture-wise also a little bit different.
So as you say, the salmon is actually smoked here. It's not really
It's smoked and then it's air flown over here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So I should try this one, right?
Yes. You can taste that little smoky taste to it.
Yeah.
Wash it down with the champagne.
And it's not like the smoked salmon that we always buy from the supermarket, that will be very salty. And this one, the saltiness just nice.
Just nice. It's also a premium cut to it. So
No wonder the texture. I would say very solid, and I definitely need to take a sip.
just
Cheers again. When I take a sip with the oyster, I get the very strong flavor from the oyster. But now when I take a sip with salmon, I get the different level of the rosé.
Huh. Because
It's-
of the sweetness of
Yeah,
it.
it's more fruity now.
Yes.
It's very interesting.
Mm.
So the idea of sharing, pairing seafood with drinks like champagne or wine is really rare in Penang, right?
It's very rare, and then champagne is a very like a celebration kind of drink. It's not something that every day people drink like wine and all that. So the idea of the oyster and seafood bar is also to let people have the opportunity to order champagne by glass, because we are also a champagne bar.
I
so
see.
we have the option of people just coming in, they just order the champagne by glass. Because I understand, you know, a bottle of champagne, maybe 2 person you
Cannot finish,
finish, right? Then at least they get the
fun,
the whole experience.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure a lot of people hear about champagne and oysters. You know, oh, it goes so well and all that, but it's not everyone get to experience that. So it's also part of the experience that what I'm trying to bring to let people have that experience.
And
So-
it's also nice to enjoy, you know,
Yes.
this cozy life like this. So should I try the other?
Yeah, so this one is actually a baked potato on caviar, and
Oh,
these are like the grey cheese. Let me cut it into smaller pieces so it's easier for you to try.
okay. So it's potato with caviar.
Yes.
I like the caviar flavor. It's very rich with the fishy smell. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. Now I get the sourness of the rosé.
So different level of the champagne.
Yeah. I really like the seafood dishes here because it really reminds me when I, you know, go travel around the world. And we have been trying this all over the world, but not in Penang. So really thank you for bringing this to Penang.
Let's cheers to that.
Yep. Cheers and thank you.新与旧之间的交汇不一定是互相排斥的，就好比 The Edison 精品酒店以及云大师的风水艺术作品，都在证明新与旧的结合是可以相映成辉的。谢谢收看云龙子廊外有画槟城版，我们下回见。
The Art Beyond Museums series and Master Yun Longzi's Feng Shui art are proud to be sponsored by Laurent Perrier. For 200 over years, Laurent Perrier has not worked with any other artist before. When you purchase a piece of Feng Shui art exhibited in this Art Beyond Museums series, you will also be getting a complimentary set of 5 different specially selected cuvées of Laurent Perrier champagne: the La Cuvée, the Cuvée Rosé, Brut Millésime, Demi-Sec Harmony, and the Cuvée Grand Siak, so that you can enjoy the taste of elegance while basking in the prosperity of Master Yun's Feng Shui paintings and calligraphies. Cheers to prosperity and elegance.